Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Growing Up Hip Hop, the review for Season 6, Episode 11. The season finale is coming on next week, which means they only got 12 episodes. But y'all know how they like to break this up into two-part seasons. But let's move on from that, okay? Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to like the video, please, and thank you. Comments in the comment section. You also want to hit that share button to share it on your social media for your Twitter or your Facebook. Please share me with the people you love or don't like. I don't care, but sharing is caring. Sharing is caring, okay? You can also relax and relate and release. Center yourself and everyone around you, and do not forget to always inhale and exhale, because sometimes we forget, okay, we have to just calm down, you know what I'm saying, to stay calm, cool, and collected, and whatnot. Now, you can also follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. The link is always in the description box below every single video, and always up there in the corner. I am here. Okay, yeah. I just had to put my hair up because it's drying, and I'm like, I don't have time. But let's get into this review with these folks right here, okay? And I feel like not much happened, so we're gonna let that be. So we do see Cree meeting up with her deity, okay, Uncle Luke at the restaurant. Now he came late, but I mean, most people be late all the time because they don't care. So he finally do get there, whatever. They sitting around chitting, chatting, and she brings up how they're doing this showcase. She's partnering with Jojo and with also Lil Easy E. You know what I'm saying? Also got Stevie J daughter being the host, and they wanted to ask him, "Hey, Uncle Luke, would you come and be a whole little guest judge on our showcase panel and whatnot?" Now he like, "Well, when is it? Okay, because I gotta check my schedule when I'm gonna see," because she tells him the show is next week. Okay, so a week from now. Are you free? He like, I'll let you know. Now they do sit there, whatever, a little bit, and she asks him, how can we get closer? Or, because, we're supposed to be repairing our relationship or whatever, and, it ain't going that well so far. And he brings the power. It took time for us to have a whole breakdown or whatever. So it's going to take time for us to build it back up. And I'm like, I think that's true. I think sometimes people want to put a Band-Aid on a whole little wound or whatever and think that'll make it heal. It won't. It takes time to build things up. Now, I know we interviewed Cree on our panel. At that point in time, she said she had not seen or talked to him in any real capacity. So I do wonder if that's still the case. I'm saying we'll see. Now, I just thought that was cute. Okay, so again, that was them. They look alike, but in the best way, I mean. And you can see how they like hanging out together. But again, because it's these broken, lines in between their, relationship, it's like, odd pieces too. But I do hope they can get to a better place eventually. Okay, now we then see TT, Shawn, Tyran, and Treach all meet up at TT and Shawn's house there in Jersey. Okay, now Treach brings up on the way, when he was on the way with Tyran, that for him, he's never met Shawn, but he did not like how Shawn was at the dinner they had in Jamaica when Egypt flew over there to talk with TT's mom and TT, and Pepper couldn't make it because I think she was healing from surgery, and Sam didn't come either, so he felt like Egypt was there by herself, and because Shawn was there and Shawn said something, Egypt was by herself and had all of them gang up on her. I'm like, Treach, don't be that close. I feel like Treach don't watch the show. I feel like Treach gets all his information from either either TT, Egypt, and Sam, or maybe Pepper. I don't think he ever sits down and watches the show. I'm like, could somebody just sit him down and at least show him the parts with his daughter and that damn boy? Because when he said, I'm like, did you not see that nobody ganged up on her? And not only that, let's not act like, Egypt has not had Sam with her talking cash shit about about TT. So I just don't think Treach watches the show. So his comments and his feelings is based on what he's told by, I want a pickle. I just had a taste for a pickle for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, but again, that's what they think. Now, when they get to the house, Shawn is completely a fan of Treach. But I feel like, because he likes the music. But I feel like if I saw Treach in real life, oh my God, hey, Treach. Oh my God, hip hop parade. I got some OPP. It was in. So I get that and whatnot. But that was cute. It was also cute seeing Treach be Uncle Treach a little bit with the baby. This scene, I don't think I've ever seen Treach smile in that genuine "ooh, it's a baby" way. And he was, I'm like, oh, that look, he looks softer. Treach also looks great. Look, Treach is sexy. I think Shawn is sexy. I think Tyran is sexy. I mean, it's three way. Anyway, but they said chit chat. It was a long conversation, really. But the main part is Treach wants TT in Egypt to talk. Okay, he was like, I didn't know that y'all ain't talk. I'm like, Egypt told you this. So Treach was acting shocked when TT said, I haven't heard from her. I have not talked to her since before my baby was born. So I'm like, Treach, you know this because again, Egypt told you this, but I don't know if at this point in time things are played out of sequence. But again, I can't believe y'all haven't talked. He do say, but my issue was always the fact that Shine was at the meeting with y'all in Jamaica. And Shine like, well, let me say this. Like, I did not even want to be included in that or whatever. I'm saying I was there, yes. But then at that point in time, he lived there. He said, well, all I said was, it do feel like or do seem like Egypt was pushing away her family members, and that was it. Like, other than that, I had nothing at all. I was there, yes, but I didn't have nothing to do with it. He also brings up how even since then, I've been pushing TT to, try and talk to Egypt. But again, a lot of shit has happened. And Tyran, said, well, yeah, that's true because Sean says, Tyran, ain't that like, am I lying? He's like, well, no, that's true. Because again, Sean, look. Nobody is the bad culprit except Pepper, Egypt, and Sam. And Pepper and Egypt was being, voodooed or bamboozled by Sam. So it's weird to me that Treach would have any issue with anybody except Sam. Because Sam is the common denominator, is the reason it's so much strife. But again, I don't think Treach watches the show. And so I can say that if he don't watch the show, he will be clueless to the things that anybody is saying. But I'm like, whatever. So Trash to bring up how it's so sad because again, TT and Egypt was raised as sisters. They had a photo. I should have got a copy of it. They had a photo of Egypt and TT back in the day or whatever. I'm like, first of all, they both had no jobs, and second of all, they were close. I didn't realize they both had no jobs, but they both did. Both TT and Egypt has both had a no job. Anyway, so you're like, I think y'all should talk. And TT point is, it's been so much shit going on, with them with the whole false rumor that, Sean was cheating on me. You know what I'm saying? They put out a rumor to hurt me. And Sean cleared it up a little bit, but he, whatever he said, how I'm saying, what they said was not the truth. Me and TT were barely dating, I'm saying, in the beginning or whatever. And while I was in Jamaica still and she was still here in the States, it wasn't cheating. And I said when they first got together, I'm willing to bet Sean was still messing with other girls. And when TT found out, she was pissed. And that's what made him stop messing with them. And they then became a whole couple. So, but I feel like him saying I wasn't really cheating, in the face she made, I think she probably felt like it was cheating. Okay. And he probably felt like, well, we're not together. And that's what made them become a couple. Okay, but either way go, she with him now. Okay, and as he said, it was a long time ago. Okay, this was a couple of years ago, and Egypt and them made it seem like he was currently cheating on her or whatever. But again, I'm gonna leave that be. So Treach brings up a great point. Treach is so cute. Okay, I'll leave this up. Treach brought up a good point how when him and Pep was married, how, Wendy Williams was, on the radio, whatever, she had a whole show. And on the radio, Wendy Williams said that, I just got word that Treach is at the mall right now with some girl that's not Pepper. Y'all know back in the day, Wendy was good for being the one getting info from people out in the streets or whatever, and then just saying it on the air. So Pat was listening to the radio and heard her say that. She then called Treach at home, like, how dare you be with some bitch in the mall? And he was like, the fuck? Where did you call? And hung up on her because then she called the house. So you heard on the radio that I was at the mall with some girl. You called the house and I answered the phone at home. How could I be at the mall with someone if you called a whole other place? So again, like, people hear things that aren't true and run with it. And because they are so pissed about what they heard, they don't realize it's some bullshit. So don't let this issue run, okay, and keep, y'all from being together, like Pepper almost did back in the day. Now, do we think Treach was fried cheese back in the day? Yes, maybe not that day. Anyway, so, TT point was, look, I have to be strong for my son. I can't be around here being sad and upset because of this shit that your daughter, her mom be afraid or whatever. I need to be good for my kid. I'm too old for this bullshit or whatever. And so Treach suggests you and Egypt need to sit down and talk. Sam and Shawn do not need to be there. This needs to be y'all or whatever. And Shawn agrees. I completely agree. I also feel like, me and Sam need to have a one-on-one conversation or whatever. Maybe you and or Tyran can be there too. Because again, if Sam can't respect my woman, the mother of my child or whatever, we have to have that conversation. I like Shawn. I feel like Shawn do want to help them. Like, to me, if Sam came off how Shawn did, I wouldn't have an issue with him. But Sam is a goddamn gone devil, okay, in the devil's cloak. I see him for what he is. And Shawn is trying to help rebuild the bond. Whereas because even with the rumor, he like, it ain't true, whatever, but we can fix it. Whereas Sam out here like, yep, she's not getting married. Sam is evil. Okay, Sam is evil. But anyway, TT agrees to have one more conversation with Egypt or whatever, or try to have a conversation to see where it goes or whatever. Now, we do see her later on. She meets with her mom at like a spa, whatever, getting a manicure, pedicure. And she's like, well, Mom, I'm at Uncle Treach. He said A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. He wants us to try to have, not us, he wants me to try to talk to Egypt. So Mama Maureen, okay, cool. I'll text my sister. So she texts Pep, like, hey, we should set up a meeting between you and Egypt and me and TT. And Pep said, fine, but y'all have to come to Vegas. So that was going to happen with them, okay? Now, we then see Savannah. Savannah's beating up with somebody named Sequoia. Sequoia is the daughter of Jojo, from Jodeci. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. So she does a little rap or whatever, a little singing. She's an artist or whatnot. Now, Savannah then, and yes, that's Jojo. Jojo has aged, but Jojo looks healthier here, and I'm happy because Jojo, at one point was whole alcoholic and looked bad. So here, at least he looks sober. So I love that. Anyway, and it's cute that him and his daughter both have matching chains of Jay's, I guess, keyboards or whatnot. But we will, okay, we will see, if we see Jojo more this season. Well, it's only one more episode, so I don't know. Or next season. Or the rest of the season. I don't know. Anyway, but Savannah then invites Sequoia to the showcase to perform. I'm like, how the fuck is Savannah inviting anybody anywhere? Because you hosting, honey. They hired you to host. They did not hire you to act. Girl, I don't care. But again, if she's an artist and her daddy is Jojo from Jodeci, whatever, Jojo, all my life, I pray for someone like you. And I ain't, what I'm saying? Jodeci, okay? That was Casey and Jojo still. But again, that's her daddy. If she got any, and Jojo and KC are cousins with Fantasia. So singing pays the bills. Singing runs in the family, okay? So again, I didn't mind her inviting. Looking like, son, you ain't girl me that be. Anyway, so we then see Sequoia baby daddy is somebody that Angela Simmons used to date at one point. Okay, she brings up how, you know what I'm saying, she was dating my baby daddy or whatever. And if she don't know me, she gonna know me. I'm looking like, bitch, we don't know you. I do not like when anyone comes on the show trying to have active beef with somebody else and we don't know you. Okay, I feel like come on the show and show us who you are first, but do not come on the show trying to comfort somebody because of your baby daddy. I'm like, who's your baby daddy? Who are y'all? What's going on? I'm gonna leave that be. She brings up how, I want to, the relationship with my child to work out, which to me meant she got pregnant by somebody who she wasn't really with, but she wanted things to work out because they got a kid together, whatever. And she then said how Angela just did not care. I'm looking like, but did she know about you? Because we don't. You are the daughter of Jojo. I've never heard your name before today. Okay. So my thing is, could it be that no one knew about you? It wasn't that Angela knew about you, did not care? you could have really been a non-factor because no one knew you existed in that man's life. But I'm gonna leave that be too. But again, to say if Angela don't know who I am, she will find out. Girl, where you at? Where you at? No one knows you. We know your daddy. Okay, we know your daddy, and even your uncle KC. But no one knows you. And I would have loved to have gotten to know you better on a first occasion situation had you not been trying to bring up some baby daddy drama. Girl, who as she not even with that man, whoever that man eat, and I don't think it's a boxer, only because I don't think he had kids. So I don't know. Or it could have been, we just don't know because again, we never find out who the baby daddy is, and I don't care enough about her to Google it. But anyway, so we then see Jojo, the other Jojo, Simmons, and Eric meet up in the desert with the brat, okay, in Vegas and whatnot, because they want to ask her to be a guest host for the showcase. Now, she in the desert because she's surprising Big Booty Judy with a birthday thing or whatever. I feel like they must have been filming for their show, the Brat and Judy whatever show. Because I'm looking like, why is it was a unicorn? Girl, it was weird. Anyway, I just felt like y'all couldn't meet up nowhere else besides in the desert with a unicorn and the girl. I'm gonna leave that be too. Anyway, now she agrees to do it because mainly, you know, Jojo, who was bred from, little Easy E, Easy E, whatever. So the brat was raised with they people or whatnot. Even, Luke being there. Like, these are all people, these are her peers. So I love the brat saying, I'm going to be there to help y'all to do whatever because, say, I respect y'all and y'all parents. I like that. I like when people in the industry don't mind helping the kids who are trying to get their own footing in the industry too. I love that. I do not like I don't like the fact that Stevie J didn't come to the showcase to do something. Okay, if your daughter's involved, you should be involved a little bit too. A little bit, not too much. Okay, like we don't need you to have your own storyline. How Dame Dash had, how Pep at one point had a whole thing, her own. I don't like that, but I do with the parents to be involved when the kids are having something that's going on. Anyway, it was cute or funny to see when Jojo brought up how he allowed Brianna to pre-record a recording because she would not be there. Brianna brought up how because she would have beef with Edith, her and Edith almost fought last I think it was last season. So I don't think they've seen each other in person since then. So I don't know. But again, she brought up how she don't want to be around because it was some bullshit. So cool. We've seen a little bit of a snippet of it. The sound was cool, but I still got to get a full vision of it to see what it is about. And then he also brought up how they were going to have JoJo daughter there, even though neither he or Eric has seen her perform. And Brad says, you have people perform who you've never seen perform. This a show with your name on it. Like, that's what you do. And I was like, that's true, because it was kind of crazy. But again, I also like Pepper saying, not Pepper, Brad, bringing up how she does wonder Pepper can be, not be weird considering her daughter's one of the performers. I do feel like Pepper will be like, it was great. It may not have been perfect. I don't like Pepper being a judge on a show with her daughter in it because I don't think Pepper can be, non-biased because again, she's allowed her daughter to fuck sound. It's crazy either way go. So we do see the showcase going on, and we see folks showing up. So we did see, Pepper's there, Luke is there, Brad is there, cute. The fact that Luke used to like Pepper back in the day, he brought up how he used to talk to her, and she paid him dust. So that was funny to me, and even seeing him still flirt with her in these moments was kind of cute. See, that little stuff I like. I like the parents being involved a little bit, but it's not really about them. It's still them being there for their children. We see, JoJo and Eric and Cree there. Cree was surprised that Luke showed up because Luke did not tell her verbatim that he would actually be there, so he kind of surprised her. So to me, that was great. Okay, that steps in the best direction. Okay, going on around here. Okay, we then see the whole little show, whatever. But no, even Luke bringing up how it was great seeing him there with Pep, him there with Brad, and he's there. A little Easy E is there. JoJo. Because again, back in the day, they hung out and was in the same industry. So we were the ones back in the day, and now we're here with our kids. So I was like, that's a great thing to for him to say. Now, we then see Sequoia get there, okay, and she got to her mama. Her mama's want the blonde braids, she's want the red braids. And Denise thought, oh my God, I didn't know which one of y'all was the mom because your mom looked so young. She's like, I thought your mom was the daughter. I looked at you and I thought you looked too young too, so I was confused. Now because it's true, her mom does look young. She does not look, old enough. I ain't gonna say that. But I got what Denise meant. Y'all both look young. So when I first saw your mom, I'm like, oh, y'all, what's going on? But I saw you too, and you looked too young to have kids. I was confused. Sequoia, who we're gonna call her Jojo daughter, took that as shade because what does she mean? Does that mean I look old? I mean, no, but your mom looks young. So her point was y'all both look young. She was confused on who was the mother. So I don't like Sequoia's attitudes or whatever because she then said in her confessional how this all the Simmons, they're all coming at me now. I'm like, when did anybody when she said all the Simmons are now coming for me, and now I'm like, Denise was being nice, and Denise is usually like she's not a shady person. So I'm looking like, leave her be, okay, leave her be. Now we know Denise is pregnant or whatever. She is trying to keep that baby safe in her tummy, so leave the lady alone. But again, girl, we don't know you. We don't know you, your mama. So please stop making it seem as if anyone know you or have an issue with you for any other reason. You are an extra right now. Okay, a whole extra, okay? And it was a shit. She then said, and what do you do? I'm like, bitch, you know me because you know my husband. You know who I am. So leave me be. But she said, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I also have a business. We should lead with entrepreneur. I'm looking like, I don't like Sequoia. I do not like Jojo from Jodeci's daughter. I don't. Y'all know when the show first began, I used to always call Rihanna, Mary J. Blige's future ex-husband's daughter. This girl, Sequoia, is probably going to be Jojo from Jodeci's daughter, okay? Anyway, whatever. So we do see, the show go on or whatever. Now we seen some of the artists. What is that? So we seen, one of the twist artists named Fully Fake. I don't know. I hated his outfit. It's like was he a franchise boy? I was like, why? It's the jumpsuit for me. Okay, it's like a little tracksuit, whatever. Look, I don't like it. Little velour. I don't like it. We then seen one of Eric's artists, a girl named Latoya. Okay, I did not like her, see-through jumpsuit was loose around the crotch. I felt like, girl, get something that fits. I don't like it. I also feel like they did not show enough of her performance for me to say if I like it or not. We then seen, Jojo from Jodeci's daughter perform. While she sounded good, I felt like she was lip syncing. So I was like, oh, okay. And it wasn't bad, but I agreed with what the brat said about her was, you performing, and I can tell that you got shit going on in life or whatever. You need to let whatever it is out on stage because you were not giving enough of the performance. So I do feel like if she was stressed or whatever it may be, she needs to perform better. You can have a great sound, a great outfit, but if you don't perform great, then I don't want to watch you. And then seeing one of JoJo artists, a girl named Jack. I liked Jack. I liked her voice and her differentness. So I don't know if we heard more of Jack and not much of Latoya. Could it be that she was bad? I don't know. But again, out of the ones we saw, I liked her performance. And I just wish she would perform more. Okay, so that's, Jack I like, and I want more from Sequoia, who, as we know, is Jojo from Jodeci's daughter. Anyway, we get to Egypt. We don't see her perform, but Sam run around. I want to check this. First of all, why is this nigga? Who allows Sam to take his shirt off? Okay, and why is he holding an empty bottle? Okay, I don't get it. Okay, I feel like Egypt is wearing his jacket. These two as a group band or a duo, I don't get it. Okay, I just don't. Girl, I just don't. Anyway, Sam backstage talking to her because he didn't win backstage. He has to be involved some kind of way. I don't know why he has. He remind me of the evil person from Star Wars. Is it Star Wars? Luke. Not him, not Darth Vader, but that weird man with the weird face who always wears the hood. That's who Sam is. Sam is the evil entity, okay, and he's sucking the life out of Egypt. And that is what it is. And him telling her back there, you have to show them what a real show looks like, okay? And I need you to do great because you represent both of us on stage. Because I wrote the song. I'm looking like, first of all, no, she represents herself, and that's the thing that JoJo meant by we want to see Egypt. We don't want to see Sam. And he feel like whenever we see Egypt, we always see Sam. And I'm like, this is why. Because he's sitting there giving her his voodoo vibes to her before her show. And getting his negative ass or weird ass energy to her. Let her be backstage by her damn self with her own energy to prepare for her show. Get out of here, Darth Vader. Gone somewhere, okay? So we'll wait till next week to see her perform. They kept hyping up, oh my God, you can't wait to see what happens. I'm looking like, what's going to happen? Because next week is the finale. And then we see this, Egypt and TT meet up. So I'm looking like, oh, okay. And I think it's going to be some kind of beef between Denise and Sequoia. But we shall see. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Do not forget to like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at J_Lees_Corner. And y'all know I'll be back for, girl, who knows how many videos today because I'm going to have a lot to do. But until then, peace.
So filled with stress.